Hello, how are we all doing tonight? I hope you are all well and in a good mood. Evening, Dean, evening, Mike, evening, Daniel. How are we all doing tonight? I hope you're all well. I nearly wasn't going to do this tonight because I know where this stream's going to go tonight, and I'm going to make it from the offset. We've had this discussion about DC before, and quite frankly, we'll be going round in circle with it again. So, I think the best thing to do today is we will discuss what happened yesterday and everything about it. But at the same time, I think it's best we just go. We know this is now a yearly thing, so it's an odd one because originally my whole thing was, I'm bored of it. Yeah, Daniel, exactly. I'm bored of it. I am bored of the DC talk. All I'm going to say is that we've seen this happen before. We've got deja vu. We've seen it. We've got the T-shirt. We are the only club that run like this, and it's going to happen time and time again until he figures out why it does. And I think until he figures out why, there's nothing we can do. So let's concentrate on the football and everything else, because we could have a very good week this week. Evening, Jez, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Bored of DC talk. Evening, Tim, how you doing, mate? Evening, Bob123, how you doing, mate? Evening, Barry, how are you doing? No chance to chat about the embargo. Let's leave him to sort this stupid mess out. I agree, because nothing we can do about it. I'm going to pin your comment, mate, just so that'll be easier. Just so people know not to. I need to put you in timeout. That's not what I want to do. Is it Nathaniel? Is it Nathan or Nathaniel? I always get on really bad. Nathaniel. Evening, mate. How you doing? Forecast tomorrow, 2-0 win. All right, Bella. Yeah, let's keep it football. Yeah, that's what I want to do, because what we got today is the opportunity to have a really good week. If we can get 3 points tomorrow, a point versus Norwich, and I love a point or 3 points versus Sheffield United, that will go into a very good end of the week. And I think it'll be good. Ian, Ollie, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Listening from work. Nice one, mate. Thank you, mate. I much appreciate that. Hope work's not too bad tonight for you. I hope it goes quickly. But one of the things is, with this game, Watford don't play well. Watford are notoriously bad away from home. They've got 3 points already, which is good. But we need to make sure we do the right thing, take our chances. And yeah, we've got injuries at the minute. We know about these injuries. We know that some of these injuries are long-term now, which is slightly irritating. But it is what it is. So I don't know how about you. I think a back three, a big Dom dish, and that youngster. I think it'll either be between Marvin Johnson or Lowe. I don't think Gabriel will be there yet, but don't be surprised if he's knocking on the door to get that role, because he plays really well. And the thing is, I've forgotten the last time we had a good number of youngsters coming through. Like, generally, when was the last time we had a good number of youngsters coming through who we thought could generally come and be in the team and do well? Because they played against Premier League opposition, a strong Premier League opposition. They did well. We've had such a good little run with them. And it's good to see, because it means our academy is starting to do the right things. Like, Sean Fuser is about to have talked for a new contract. Sean Urigidi, yeah, Sean Urigidi, that's about right. The last two, I would say. Fizz didn't technically come through our academy, but he was in it for a bit. I agree, I thought 5 from 9 sounded a bit painful. I feel like it would be a good return now. Get to 20 points before the international break. That'd be good. Palmer, question mark. Yeah, Palmer. Yeah, let's just concentrate on positive, especially after the performance against Brentford. We move on and hopefully 3 points on. Let DC sort the other shit out. I agree. We have players to fill the squad right now, like Fuser and Otabio and Poofy, all knocking on as well. Gassama, Masaba, Lowe and 2. Yep, I agree. The thing is, I would love to see Jamal Lowe start tomorrow. I think Jamal Lowe starting on that left-hand side with Ugbo up top, that could work really well. Now, we have to have this thing where Ugbo and Jamal Lowe start working together and really do well. We need the crowd to be... Yes, Liz, we had this discussion last time. We do. The crowd is so important. If we can get them to be the third man and the 12th man even and start really pushing it on, it will help. It generally will help. The problem is with off-field things, you don't know how the crowd is going to be. But it will help. And the thing is, I'm looking forward to seeing when they do tomorrow. Because I generally think that the chances of getting 3 points at home and then pushing on to the next one. Could you wish my son Callum a happy birthday? I can, Dino. Happy birthday, Callum. I hope you have an excellent birthday. Birthday in November. Start of the new month. It started the month where it gets a little bit colder, but you get the nice roaring fire. So it's much better. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you've had a good one. But we need to start just being a bit more, what's the word? We need to start being a bit more clinical, but we also need to start realizing that if we can get a good run going and being consistent, it'll be good. The more consistent we are, the better. And I think that's going to be something. Even Pato or Paul can play. I agree. Pato originally is a defender. He is indeed correct. I'm taking time out of a firework display in mid. I hope you all. I'm not too bad, mate. Go enjoy the firework display. Don't watch me. Go watch the fireworks display. I can't watch them anymore. Have a good one, mate. This might seem a bit odd, but I see Gilmore's a pervader. Just feel that. I do feel that, but the thing is, with Jamal Lowe, he's not... For me, he doesn't have that ability to yet. We haven't seen it yet. He doesn't have that ability like I'll get you off the... But he does cut inside a little bit, and he can motor when he needs to get going. Fireworks are better. Cheeky self, but yes, you're right. Daniel. See, I can't watch fireworks on my thing. The thing is, I got the situation. Tomorrow night, I've got a podcast to do with James, and I've got to come back down from the house, then to the house. It's just going to be a nightmare. I hate this time of year, because we have to make sure every window in our house can't let any light in, because the moment I get hit by a flash, I'm on the floor having a seizure. So I have to be very careful this time of year. I absolutely hate it. Cheers, Glenn, mate. Much appreciate it. But we need to pick up the points. If we can get a good return of points in the next 3 games, it'll be fantastic. Because the thing is, these are hard games. These are top 6 teams. Top 7 if you count Watford, because they're just outside. I'll be at Hill, but up the house. Good name, mate. I like that. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. But it'll be interesting to see what Danny picks. I am intrigued to see how Danny picked, because a lot of people Tuesday night were knocking on the door for starts. Like, genuinely, they were knocking on the door for starts in that game for the weekend. And it's going to be difficult for him to pick. 30 people watching, 14 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. And I think it is going to be difficult for him to pick a starting 11 with what they've done so far, because there's a lot of players who did really well. I think the only one who really needs to kind of look at himself a little bit again is Masaba. And I don't understand where we need to do that. Yeah, I plan to, mate. I plan to. Every year when it gets to this time of year, it's sunglasses for fireworks to play, and then it's sunglasses for walking down the street with Christmas lights. I look like an idiot, but it helps. But my sunglasses are like stupidly dark tinted on purpose. But yeah, that's what I will be doing. But I will be interested to see how we can take that game at the weekend. I don't want to have it that we have, again, where we have a first half performance where they need a bollocking to get into the strides again. Because it does seem like we have a bad first half, and then he changes things and get them to motivate and get going. Maybe it's time we do like a similar thing that we do at half time before the game and go, this is what we need. We're going to start strong. We'll start this and go from there. Because if you noticed, we start really well for the first 15, 20 minutes. and then the press just slowly go while teams get into it. So it'll be interesting. After the Brentford game confidence high, I sort of don't even care who Danny Roll picked. Just looking forward to which is nice. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, I'm going to be really gutted if we have a really good performance again as we go into the half international break, because then we've got to build that momentum again. Then we've got to build it up again and again and again. And that's the thing. You've got to try and get that going in. But the beautiful thing is, once we hit past the 10th of November and we have this international break, there's no international break till March. It's all games thick and fast. It's all the December period. It's all where all the big games come, and you're going to have to learn how to play well. You're going to have to learn how to get your way of playing really quickly. And this is where having a big squad helps. Like, it helps a hell of a lot because you got the cover. Having the cover is going to be crucial in these next couple of games. And I think we kind of got it a little bit. Personally, I'd like to see the press more targeted and also the midfield too. Yeah. What I've noticed is, especially the last two games, the press have been better in the second half with like a Smith and a Windass. I think Ubbo tried to do it. It's just not there yet. Looking forward to Christmas. Not really, mate. I don't do Christmas. I'll be honest with you. I only do Christmas for my kids now. And the birthdays. I'm not great around that time of year. I just got some bad trauma that I've never really properly dealt with. So Christmas is a funny one for me. From about my birthday to about March, I'm in a really big flunk. I just don't do well around it. And I have to properly G myself up for Christmas. Luckily, both my kids' birthdays are in December on the same week, so that helps me get a bit more happier. Like, oh, I've got that to look forward to. But the nice thing, I think, Christmas Day this year, we are actually staying at home. We're not actually going anywhere, and it'll be the first time ever we've actually gone and done a Christmas at home. And it's gonna be so nice. I'm looking forward to it. Jake, it's the young lad. Thinking name Multimer at Garver. They're at Burton in the cup. Good test. That will be a good test for him. I hope he does well. Mackenzie Maltby, very good. He's doing really well. She's backing off to me. Oh, mate, I'm really sorry to hear that. I know that can't be easy for you, mate. Just look after yourself and just try and do the best you can. And don't try and not overdo it. At the end of the day, I think it's one of those things where when your parents get elderly, you're having to figure out how to handle it, and it gets harder. It doesn't get any easy. It gets harder, and I hope it gets easier soon. First time on Christmas Day, as we used to do mini Xmas on Boxing Day. It is the first time that we will be doing it on Christmas Day, so it could be nice. It'll be nice to actually be able to be like, I'm staying in my pajamas all day because I'm not going anywhere. Because I'm worried that I've got to get dressed again and get out. So it's going to be lovely. It's really going to be lovely actually doing Christmas Day at home. You watch Luton West Brom. I will be later. Yeah, I will be later. But for the time being, it's stream first, and then I will do the rest of it later. But it won't be on stream though. I won't be doing a watch along. High press takes up a lot of energy, so no one can maintain that all game, but using stuff wisely helps. I think Danny really getting on top. I think he is, and I think he's also figuring out how to tell the players how to use it a little bit sparingly, because you notice it's 15 to 20 minutes first half, and then we do it in the last, I say we do it in like the last 5 minutes, in the last 40 minutes or so, we pick it up again. And then in the first half, it's the same, but in the second half, it's the same. But in the second half, we get to the 60th minute and we can change it. We change it completely. Because we bring the subs on. And because we bring the subs on, we got more energy. But I agree with you. I think he is starting to get the hang of it. I think the players are well. I love the fact the FA Cup first round will what time was the thing is, I absolutely love the FA Cup, and I absolutely detest what the Champions League and the European competitions have done to the FA Cup. They just killed it. It's annoying because I love the FA Cup. It's a big staple of English football. And it's now not seen as anything because the big ones just want to go, oh, we want to be in the Champions League. We want to be in the Emmerdale Cup. No, I don't care about it. Ian and Jim, I hope you're well, mate. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. The FA Cup is so great because you get stories of like teams from lower league going, hey, we're about to play somebody in the second tier and we're in like the 18th tier or something daft like that. And I love it. I love the little stories you get. I love the man who's a plumber, but he's playing in net tonight because he's been called up because they haven't got another keeper. It's those little stories, and these FA Cups can be make or break to keeping these players and teams alive. You go on a run in the FA Cup, that could be your survival for the next 4 or 5 seasons if you're a lower league club. It means so much fun like that. Barry will be playing my local team soon, which is fantastic, and be soon. I mean, like 3 years or something. Hopefully sooner. I hope so, mate. It'll be good to get Barry back. Love the FA Cup story. Yeah, there's always something. It's like, remember Sutton with the keeper with the pie? Oh, out of all of a sudden. But you get really good stories. And you pick up some really good players who get playing for non-league. And then they have a good cut run. And then they go on to go and play for some decent clubs. Who was it? I think he ended up playing at Leeds. I think there was a Leeds player who got picked up after a really good FA Cup run. And he was just really good. And it was really good to see him like push on. And I think if we can have some big giant candidates, will be good. My hometown side, Northampton, playing County King. Nice. When Lincoln got to quarters as a conference club, they used the money to build. Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do. The step 9 and 5 more promotions will be step 4 North, which is my local team. Nice. I like you said, football is just a fallback on our day-to-day lives in the pastime. It is indeed. Or 1 or 2 anyway. Yeah, the thing is, I like it. I do like the FA Cup, and I'm just gutted how it's been fecked about with. All right, pal. You got any idea where I can get the grey camo away kit from? Is that the one we went down in 2019? Your best place would be probably eBay. So let me have a look. 2019. Depends on what size you are, but your best bet is probably eBay. Hang on. You can get 2020, 2021. Thank you, mate. That's the one. Bloody hell, so he's selling the blackout kit still for 100 quid. Jesus Christ, you scalping bugger. Let's have a look. 80 quid. Have a look. It sometimes pops out. There's a long sleeves. There's a long sleeve one, mate. 2XL, 31 quid. On eBay. I have the grey camo coat. Can't find it now though. As much as it must have worked. Yeah. Well done. Wasn't we after Will Hugel after one point? He just gone Chester. Yep, he was. He was indeed. Yeah, 100%. I think that's the thing. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players we were looking at like the player who just gone to Port Vale. It was someone Danny was looking at. Danny was generally looking at him. Darren was generally looking at him when we was at Wednesday. Did I just hear someone selling the blackout kit? You did indeed, mate. You did indeed. There's one on there for 80 as well, which is a little bit better. But yeah, there was. There's a lot that are still trying to sell them cheap. You can get some good deals on the kits. Evening, Lododo Wednesday. Hope you're well, mate. I hope you're having a good day and you're all ready for the weekend. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. We've had a good week in the game. We've had a good week in finding out a little bit more about what Danny's thinking and stuff in the press conference. I will say I got very peed off in the press conference when the Sun came in for the article done in, because they've done none of the research on what's going on. I'm surprised we even let them do it, but hey, it is what it is. I personally would have just said no. But that's me. The thing is, what you've got to remember with Danny, he's building something now. He's starting to build something really good. And you can tell there's a little bit that working. All we're missing now is the consistency. That is it. All we need now is the consistency to keep going. Consistency to go on a bit of a run. Pick up a win, but then have a couple of draws in between the wins and just not have a loss. If we can get consistent, we could be quite scary. Like, generally, if we actually get consistent, we could be quite scary of how we get on in the league. Good, mate. Looking forward to tomorrow. I hope we can get something from it. I hope you're well. I'm not bad, mate. I'm tired. I'm very tired. It's been a long week. I'm looking forward to when my little one goes back to school. She's been full on, but it's been good. The media will always... excuse me. I don't think it's a case of them stirring, mate. I think it's more of a case of there's some media that are not as good as the others. I'll put it that way. And that's how I'm going to put it without being... how do I put it? Nasty. That's what I'll say. So it'll be interesting. It will be very interesting to see what happens with it all. And I'll be very interested to see how, when they get on this week, because I want Wednesday to go into that derby game on Sunday already having a good week and people relaxed and ready to go for it. And if we can go in like that, we will absolutely do well. Why have Wednesday... Oh, yeah, Poppy. Never mind. Also, I'm a little bit annoyed with the club that they didn't reach out to the armed forces lot yet, if they are going to, about doing something with it. Surely that would have been something you would have done. But it is what it is. But I think when they get a good week, get some of the injuries out the door, out the treating room, and we get better. I don't think Danny will rush off to another club. Only 34. He can't really learn his trade in the Prem. I agree, mate. I do agree. I think the only way Danny leaves us is if a German club comes in. I generally think if a German club comes in, you got to take it with a big pinch of salt and see what happens. Because I think if a German club came into it, especially if it was a light stick, say Leipzig came in for him, you would have to think really hard how to turn that down because of the relationship he got there. And for him to then go back to his home country and go, I'm going to be a head coach and a manager in my own country, the law to come back and go there would be too big. And I think that's the way we have to be a bit careful. Luckily for us, Germans are not a very sacking culture. They give their managers a lot of time and they normally don't let them go until the end of the season. And they have it so they can build. So if that did happen, you would be able to try and pick someone up quickly. I take it with a big pinch of money. Yeah, a very big pinch of money. But I think you look at it, Danny has made me feel like old when we had Carlos in charge. There's something brewing that is good. I agree. The feel good factors here again. I think it'll be a couple of years before side that are big in Germany go for him. The risk might be a fallen giant like a Hamburg or Schalke. Yeah, I can see that one. It all depends. The thing is, we got some really good compliments from Thomas Frank. The Danishman was very much like going at halfway through the second half, like, what do I do here? How do I get something going? And that is a big compliment to Danny and his team and Wednesday as a whole. It really is, because it showed that we're doing something really right. It showed that we are actually causing some of those problems. And 31 people in here, 18 likes. Get those likes up, please. I would much appreciate it. I just said please, really weird. But if we could get those likes up, I would much appreciate it. Every little does help, as they say. I am not a supermarket. But the thing is, you've got to take those as big, big compliments because it shows you are doing something really well. And we just need to slowly keep progression. Progress, and we'll see where we're at. Now, do we want the progression to be fast? Yes and no. Because if you progress too fast, you can go up too fast, and then you go up, and then you have to rebuild again, and then you're not ready for it. But if you can do it, where you're slowly progression each season, and then you go up when it's about right, then brilliant. But if you have a chance, you take it. Thomas Frank got great hair, he has. I think we'll get to see success. It'll be poked like a playoff win or title win, etc. when he gets noticed. True. Remember, everyone, anyone wants Danny at 5 million? I believe it might be a little bit less. Excuse me. I believe it's a little bit less. I think when we redid the contract, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the release clause got brought down a little bit, or it was a higher number but you take them all. You don't just take Danny, you take everyone at this price. I think next season we'll be pushing top 6. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not. It all depends what kind of summer we have. I think you can only say that if you have a good summer. Speaking as a follower of Schalke, they won't go for Danny because it would be a smart move, and Schalke are not that smart. Schalke is screwed. It's a shame. I like Schalke well. I've always had a soft spot for them, and they just plummeted. Are they in like third? Are they like the semi-professional league of German football now? It's something like that, isn't it? If we're there or thereabouts, who knows, anything possible. True. I think Danny's invested in us. He's not going anywhere. I don't think he is. I don't think he's going anywhere for a while. And the thing is, for me, you always get worried when you are a team who've got a high-profile manager doing well. Not a high-profile man, a young manager doing well, and he's getting a high profile. You always get a bit worried in that. But at the same time, it's how you manage it. You make sure he's back. You make sure he gets enough people around him who want to be at the club and get into his vision, and you push it. They're close to relegation. If they go down this season, they'll have to start again like Bordeaux. Oh, God's sake. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is annoying. But I kind of understand it because they oversold themselves a lot. Just weren't smart when they were running that club, and it's just a pain in the backside because I just don't like stories like that. Danny knows he can get up to the Prem, and that's what he wants to do. I agree. And build something special. Yep. The thing is, if you get to the Prem and you can do a la Bournemouth, a la Forest, a la Brentford, you can go on and have a really good managerial career and just keep going. Like, for a lot of people, the pinnacle of professional football is to manage in the Premier League, the biggest league in the world, by all accounts. Unless you've got affiliation to the Bundesliga or Serie A or La Liga. But most managers and players, they want to come to the Prem. And if you can get there, why would you want to leave it once you got there? Like, it questions it. Like, you look at what's gone on with Man United. They got this new guy in. He's coming quite quickly. Very quick for Man United. Let's see if they back him. Like, kind of thing. You see if they back him, because the problem is, if they keep doing what they're doing, it could go pear-shaped. 25 people in, 20 girls likes up. Please, much appreciate it. But the thing is, for me, we have a good week. We start well. We make sure that we are all firing on all cylinders. We take a bit of care Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I will be doing a watch along for the Norwich game. I have not got the Sheffield United game. Dexter got that one. I hope we do it soon. I love Bannon to get there. I like Bannon and Palm to get there, to be fair. I feel like Danny just playing FM, but in real life, thinking about he going to take us as far as he possibly can, I agree. If Danny achieves success and takes 20 back to defend, then it'll be a job well done. Oh, yeah, it will be. But thing is, we're talking about like that's an easy thing to do. And we know it's not. It's going to be a very difficult job. We know this. But we'll see what happens. Not a fan of the Man United appointment. It should have been saving Gareth Southgate. I think Southgate will just stay being a bloody FA boy, to be fair. Good salary, depth in if need be. Helps the youth side again, personally. But at the end of the day, when they've got something really smart going on, and we'll see what we do. Let's have a good week. First and foremost, a good week. Let's train well. Let's not injure us. Let's make sure we do all the right things. Do the basics right. Take our chances. Tomorrow, take our chances. Tuesday, take our chances. And for God's sake, take our chances on Sunday. And just defend well. If we can go into that break with 6 points, or even 5 points, I'm a happy man. Like, generally, I'm a very happy man. For me. I'm getting nervous for next week, but I'm excited at the same time. I'm nervous. I'm more nervous for how the comments will be afterwards if it's not good. Because I've already had a couple of Sheffield United fans come on the channel. And some have been great. Some have been fantastic. And we've had banter and they've been great. And those ones, more the merrier. But there's some that have just been absolute, utter fucking knobheads. And you get them in all fan bases. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because they're not going into this weekend in good form. And it'll be interesting to see how they move about it and how they get on with it. But we'll see. It's weird how we come this far into the season and now we're into November. And you get to this point. This is the point of the season, November, December, where we all say, normally where you are at this time of the season is normally where you finish. Obviously, last season we had it differently. We managed to book that trend and did something that no one's ever done. Sheffield United got Blackburn Rovers at 12:30 tomorrow, so it's a TV game. And then they've got Bristol City on Tuesday night. 2 away games. They're both away at Blackburn and Bristol. So one close, one not so close. That'll be interesting. With how we played against Brentford, I have a lot of confidence in the next few games. And yes, even that one. I think I've got the same thing as you, Jack. I do have the confidence. I want to make sure we do everything right. Since last season, the man we have in charge the best thing to happen to us in a long time. As I can remember, I'm absolutely over the moon, mate. Happy days. I agree, Robert. I agree. Cautious confidence, though, of course. Yeah. I think we go about it and we see what happens. And if we can get, like I said, if we can get 5 points out of the next couple of games, I'm happy. I love 7. I love 7. If we got 9, I'll be on cloud 9. But I don't think that's something that we can do. I'd love to get the maximum point, but I don't think that's going to be something we can do. Norwich are a very good team. Who had Norwich got? Right, give me 5 minutes a minute. I just need to go for a quick wee, and I'll be back with you guys. So, give me your predictions for this weekend. How do you think we'll do? How do you think we'll have as we get on at the weekend? I'll take a draw at the lane along if we don't lose. I'll be happy. I agree. Feel like queuing for a roller coaster with the music. Norwich get Cardiff at home. Following the old Aldi one big roller coaster. I agree. Well, so far, been a roller coaster season. So long, tight track, green, everything. 2-0 win, 2-1, and then 1-1. I don't want Derby day one because we're going to do a special on the Derby day one on Friday. We'll do a special on that. I may do one on Saturday night just to see how people are. I might do a Derby day roundup instead of on the Friday night. Just to time that Norwich have the league core, don't they? I believe they do, mate. I believe they do. They're doing really well at the minute, and it's annoying. 2-2 Watford, 1-0 Norwich, and I'm not saying the Blake one. The louder you scream, the faster we go. Yeah, true. But yeah, it's going to be interesting couple of days. It's generally going to be an interesting couple of days. I'm looking forward to it. Let's concentrate on what we can see in front of ourselves, which is football. At the minute, we know the football is going ridiculously well in terms of where we are and how we're doing. We just need to improve little bits, and it's doing that. Let's leave off-field stuff to off-field people, and we'll go from there. Granted, I made that video yesterday, but that's because I was annoyed again. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But, guys, thank you for watching. I am going to go chill and relax for the evening. I'm probably going to play some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 at some point. I have been playing a lot of Farm Sim, to be fair. But let's see what happens. Hopefully, we can get a really good result this weekend. Push on, move on, and see us get further up that table. If we're closer to being in that top half after the international break, right, what does that do to the mentality of the Sheffield Wednesday players when they come back? Considering where they were last season. Think mentality. Think of where people's mentalities are. I'll see you in the next one, guys. There'll be a review on Saturday at around 5:30, and then there'll be a debrief on Monday. Tuesday, live stream, debrief Wednesday. Thursday, nothing. Friday, maybe roundup, and might do a special live stream Saturday night. Let me know if that's something you want me to do in the comment section below on the next one. But I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Have a nice weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.